Just wanted to ask you specifically, one thing we didn't talk about last night was just that line of Sharangovich and Dewar and Greer and what they've. I know you touched on it a couple days ago, but it seemed like they kind of added another layer to that last night a little bit.
Yeah, they have an identity to them, to that line right now, and I think all three of them, they're bigger bodies, they all skate well, and I think they have a really good idea of how they have to play to have success. And since we put that line together, you can make an argument for that being our most effective line for sure.
Yeah, and I guess part of that now is playing 5-on-5, and maybe they had a few more chances to get out there last night. But that speed element, when you talk about how much that, if they're using it properly, how much that can create problems for the opposition.
Yeah, and the speed, and then you couple that with the size of them, so they have long reach. Greer is he's a gritty, he's a hard-nosed guy that. I think when you look where he comes from, he's played on some winning organizations, so he has an idea how to compete in those smaller, harder areas. Walker is, his speed is, I don't know if it's underrated anymore. People know how he can skate, but he does a really good job when he keeps his game simple and he just focuses on pushing defense back. And then I think Sharon, because of the way the other two guys are, very straight line, very direct, he's finding a lot of loose pucks now, and he's putting himself in positions where he can score. And he's had some chances the last few games. He's got to hit the net and work to capitalize on some of them.
So AJ comes in late, but did you have an inkling that a trio like this could work just based on the past that you've seen from Walker and Sharon's scouting report?
Yeah, not really. I mean, Sharon, we kind of identified him more as a winger.
Yeah.
But I know he's played a little bit of center in the past, so we tried him there, and we're keep working with him on his face-offs and stuff like that. But I do feel as we get going, those guys will be interchangeable at times. When you need someone in a key moment of a game to make sure a puck's out, I feel like those are some of the guys that are showing they can do that. So they've been really good for us.
Overall, what have you made of Sharangovich's progression? Much like the teams, I assume, but it feels like from what we see that he's getting more comfortable every game.
Every game. I look at a lot of times, are you getting shots? Are you getting chances? If you are, you're around the puck and you're doing something right. And as he worked through exhibition, he's steadily gotten more and more involved in the play by being around the puck and using his speed, his size. And when you do that, his offensive ability will come through like it has lately. But they just got to stay with what they've done the last few games and continue to do that for us. We need a line that's going to set some pace and some energy for us tonight, so we'll look to those guys to do that.
So on that note, because of the past that Sharangovich has as a goal scorer, is there a temptation to give him more, or do you just like that unit so much right now that you want to roll with it?
No, there's temptation for sure, but I don't think it makes a lot of sense to switch that unit up right now. So we'll try to put Sharon in a few more spots along the way, whether that be a little bit more power play time, to try to help him get over that next hurdle, if you will. So that's something that we'll look to do.